Japanese foreign policy played a crucial role in the downfall of party politics, enabling significant military domination and leading to the collapse of liberal democracy. The influence of the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere and the ideology of Pan-Asianism allowed the military to commit atrocities under the radar to maintain their ultra-imperialistic views. The Kensekai political party failed to address national issues, focusing only on their interests, which fostered militaristic views among the Japanese people. Moreover, the supreme role of the Genro diverted Japanese liberal democracy into disaster, pursuing the implementation of militaristic leaders into the parliament. This political demise allowed the military to gain strength and limit the government influence over military actions. The influence of the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere demonstrated the failure of liberal democracy. This sphere was a smokescreen and allowed the Japanese army to wreak havoc on neighboring countries. Japan had proven its power by defeating Russia in the Russo-Japanese War of 1904 to 1905, showcasing its aggressive nature. Japan's rapid industrialization during the Meiji Restoration left it without any natural resources, prompting the annexation of Korea and later the invasion of Manchuria to exploit their resources. These actions highlighted Japan's resilience on military expansionism and the government's powerlessness to halt aggressive Pan-Asianism. Historian R.H.B. Mason noted that by 1933, Japanese foreign policy was the driving force behind Japan's dominant position in East Asia. Political leaders such as Prime Minister Hiratakashi, who attempted to diminish the military power, faced assassination, showing that their fear and inability to control the military. Historian Tom Dunwoody emphasized that Japan's foreign policy was driven by ideology, reinforcing the military's prohibition of government actions and leading to the failure of liberal democracy. The Kensekai government's handling of economic and political crises contributed to the Japanese people's support for militaristic resolutions. The previous Suikai government faced numerous assassinations and political upsets, leading to its downfall. The Kensekai government was expected to resolve these issues, but failed. Events such as the Great Kanto earthquake, the Showa financial crisis, and the Great Depression led to a rise in militarism and the abolishment of the government. The Great Kanto earthquake in 1923 caused over 100,000 deaths and left 1.5 million people homeless, with little government intervention. The Showa financial crisis further strained Japan's economy, leading to extreme debt and bank bankruptcies. Economic hardships increased violence and anger towards liberal democracy. The Great Depression further exacerbated these issues, causing severe conditions in rural areas, further eroding support for the government and increasing militaristic views. Historian Richard Dorr highlighted the severe impact on rural areas where crop prices fell significantly. The Kensekai's government's ineffectiveness fueled the military's drastic measures, signifying the failure of party politics and the end of liberal democracy. The last Genro failed to prevent the rise of militarism and nationalism. The Genro, an advisory group for the emperor, became ineffective as their position could not be questioned. By 1922, only Xianzhou Kinomochi remained, aiming to unify Japan. The assassination of Prime Minister Hiratakashi in 1921 showed an early influence on the military, diminishing the Genro's ability to revive democracy. Xianzhou's decision to bring military figures into the government further sealed the fate of liberal democracy, leading to the assassination of Prime Minister Inukai in 1932. This collapse of liberal democracy empowered nationalists and militarists, with Admiral Saiko Makoto appointed to Prime Minister, solidifying military and naval power. Historian Stuart Pfister stated that the Genro was hobbled by party politics, sealing the government's fate and enhancing military's ability to conduct aggressive expansionism. Japanese foreign policy, despite political parties' opposition, was the main factor behind the military's imperialistic actions. Natural disasters, financial crises, and political failures fueled the militaristic nature of the Japanese people, leading to the failure of liberal democracy and the downfall of party politics.